Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver here, coming back with another Bitcoin cryptocurrency video for you today. Taking a look at an article here. SEC allows Coinbase list shares on NASDAQ, marking huge win for cryptocurrency supporters. And I think we're starting to see, obviously we had a big sell-off as of yesterday. We retested support at 58,000 and fell a little bit below that. But now we're starting to see the recovery phase begin once again. Things are getting bought right back up. Are we making a little bit more of a consolidation? We'll have to take a look. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting right underneath $58,000. And let's go ahead and jump on into this article and then jump on over into the charts. So let's cue the intro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way y'all can stay updated. Folks, this is the best way to support the channel freely, or checking the links in the description box below. As y'all know, we are no longer doing ads on this channel because Google has taken our AdSense account away, but it is okay. I know that y'all appreciate the ad-free videos too as well. But you can go help support the channel for a low cost on Patreon if you're interested and you enjoy the content. Let's go ahead and jump on into this article here. First, the SEC has given the U.S. largest crypto exchange, Coinbase Global, its green light listing and its shares on NASDAQ. Coinbase announced a blog post yesterday. Decision marks a huge win for digital currency, as mainstream investors, including noted stockbroker Peter Schiff, has expressed doubts about the legitimacy in recent months. In making its announcement, Coinbase said it expects its Class A common stock to begin trading on NASDAQ Global Select Market on April 14th. Coinbase filed a listing back in February 25th, calling for itself emerging growth company at the time. The company was founded in 2012, was proposed by making Bitcoin trades easier, and since expanded offerings, including the cryptocurrency. Coinbase joins a list of companies that are buying into the concept of cryptocurrencies. Last month, Visa and PayPal both announced that they would allow customers to make payments using cryptocurrencies. Tesla also said it would accept Bitcoin as payment. And actually, yeah, I was actually pricing some Teslas yesterday too. And lo and behold, you can pay with Bitcoin on there if you'd like to. Now, you know, if you want to hold on because, you know, we could be possibly headed higher, that's totally up to you. But if you are wanting to spend your cryptocurrency, by all means, do it at your own discretion. And with that being said, I am no financial advisor. If you need to seek financial advice, you know, make sure you go find a professional. But we're just here making videos on YouTube, having fun. So folks, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on over into the charts, see what's going on with Bitcoin here on today's video. All right, so we're going to kind of zoom out here, take a look at the broader range here. Usually I kind of keep my charts on the multiple time frames just to get a quick glance and see where things are headed to with the monitors up to as well. So looking at the daily here, okay, this was one thing that I was noticing here on the daily. Let's turn on our Aldo EMAs. But on the daily here, we were getting a retest at the 21 EMA here on our orange EMA line. And that was a nice little retest back down to this support level. It has been kind of bought up. As you can see, it looks like we're starting to recover back at about that $58,000 level right now. But Bitcoin's sitting at about 57,900. So let's see if we can get this recovery phase. Obviously, we're still in a little bit of a bullish move as of right now, usually in our light green colors. This kind of turquoise color, that still means that we're still pretty bullish. So I wouldn't hesitate to say that we're going to continue to move further down. But as you can see on Market Cipher B, we are getting a red dot with a little bit of a bearish divergence. So we need to remain cautious. Money flow still looks relatively good here on Market Cipher B though, folks. And if y'all are interested in picking up some of these paid for indicators, there's links in the description box below. Market Cipher is our bread and butter indicator on this channel, and that is by CryptoFace. So CryptoFace has been a big supporter, and we have been one of the top affiliates for his reseller program of Market Cipher. So if you want to check that out, there's a 5% discount code alongside the link in the description box below if you're interested. And folks, so if we're looking here, if we kind of zoom in just a little bit more, what I was looking at was the 12-hour chart. So we got the bounce off the 21 EMA. It did look like we came all the way back down to retest this other trend line as support once again. And usually when we break these major trend line resistance areas, we're going to see those retests come back down to retest the trend line as support. And as you can see, it does look like we have come back down to retest this trend line once again as support area. But now more or less it looks like we are just kind of finding rejection here at the $60,000 mark, and but we are still putting in higher lows too. So I don't want to get too bearish just yet. Obviously the sell-off was kind of just more or less annoying, if that makes sense, because we are still looking for a broad break above the $60,000 mark. But as Bitcoin continues to trend sideways here, the more likely it is going to break above that $60,000. And our money flow on these higher time frames is still telling us that there's still a lot of money coming into these markets, buying up these dips relatively quickly. Our 12 hours already recovered back up above our 21 EMA too as well. We are seeing on Market Cipher B here too that it looks like we are ready to start putting in that green dot. VWAP is starting to head to the upside here on the 12-hour chart as well. If we zoom on into these lower time frames, let's take a look at the 6-hour. Taking a look at the 6-hour chart, possibly ready to start seeing that green dot here on the 6-hour chart, putting in somewhat of a trigger wave here to get us back up above that zero pivot point. Red candles are still showing up with our decent trader indicator here, but if we continue to zoom in, keep on zooming in here until we're starting to see some recovery, as you can see, it does look like we are putting in somewhat of a resistance trend line for us above head. Our next probably push to the upside here would be up to about that $60,000, right underneath $60,000, maybe about 59,000. And then we're also seeing our 4-hour chart here that Market Cipher B is also giving us a nice move of money flow to the top side here. We are starting to see their green dot starting to recover just a tad bit. So I think that we're more likely bounced off of the 21 EMA on the daily chart, which definitely indicates a nice bullish sign. We came back down to retest this. How much did we break above our trend line here? Let's just take a measure move. So we got about almost about a 4% move to the upside here. And usually once we get about a 5% move, that's definitely indicating that this trend line has been broken. We did get the bounce down to retest. Oops, let me zoom out here. So we got about a 5% move from our trend line, yellow trend line break here to the top side, right at about $60,000. And then we saw the rejection at $60,000 to come back down and retest the trend line once again. And now we're finding support. We need to get above $58,000 and then probably come back up to retest that $59,000 area. And then break above $60,000. But as you can see here on our 4-hour chart, we are putting in a trend line, a green trend line above head for us, another trend line for us to break above. And we'll see if we can do that. Let's take a look at our 2-hour chart, see what's going on here. 2-hour chart. Starting to see a little bit of recovery. Money flow starting to still move off into that reddish area. As of right now, we're seeing our first sign of our light blue candles here on the candlestick pattern charts with a decent trader indicator. And yeah, I'm still looking for possibly some recovery. I know that our 15-minute and our 30-minute was looking relatively good for recovery too as well, but we're gonna have to wait to see if this carries over into our mid time frames. What I'm looking forward to seeing is our green dots on our 6-hour chart and possibly our 12-hour chart. Once these green dots start to appear on possibly even the 12-hour chart, this is definitely going to indicate a nice recovery phase for us too as well. We probably want to start seeing some of these light green candles pop off for us on these higher time frames too. And then more than likely we're going to get back up above into that $60,000 area, maybe retest that resistance trend line that we saw on our 4-hour chart too as well. But folks, this is going to be a relatively short video for us today. But don't forget, we have our private trading group. If you're interested in joining us in our private trading group, we give setups on all of the Bitcoin and altcoin charts too as well. So we're trading about 25 to 26 different altcoins. And if you're interested in getting a hold of that portfolio list, you can join us inside of the Patreon group. There's also just a support tier if you're interested in keeping the channel ad free. I would highly suggest that y'all go support us with the support tier on Patreon. But everything that we post for the private trading group is located on Discord. So if you join us for the private trading group, make sure that you have a Discord so that way we can add access and give you an access role to those private posts that we post on Discord too as well. We basically just use Patreon as a payment processor for that Discord page. And so yeah, now we're looking at total coin market cap. Let's see what our alts could be up to here in the near term future, folks. Taking a look at the daily, it does look like we are possibly wanting to see a little bit of a top out here. We have a 9 on the TI sequential here on our daily chart. I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down to retest the 21 EMA. Money flow still looks relatively good. It does look like our VWAP is starting to clip to the downside, possibly a red dot that's wanting to be formed for us too, with Market Cipher. If we kind of take a look and zoom out just a little bit more, it actually kind of looks like we're starting to recover just a little bit here. So we could have just a Christmas tree pattern that plays out for us on the daily chart. Our 6 hour looks like it's possibly ready to give us another green dot here for our alts too as well. And you can see that we've just been steadily in this upcline here. It looks like we are starting to have our first sign of our bullish candles with the light blue color here on the 6 hour chart with Decent Trader. And then also it looks like we are expecting probably a green dot here on the 6 hour chart too in the near term future. Taking a look at the 4 hour chart, probably going to wait to have to see a recovery here on the 4 hour. Take a look at the 5 hour. Let's see if we've seen any light green colors pop off for us here on our candlestick patterns. Takes a little while to load there. No sign of it just yet, but Market Cipher is definitely giving us a heads up here on our 5 hour chart that it looks like we're going to probably continue to rally here with our altcoins and going on into the rest of or the first week of April too as well. So I'm like super excited to see how our alts perform. Like I said, folks, if you want to get an idea of some of the alts in our portfolio, join us in our private trading group. I look forward to you joining there. I mean, for what we were offering for the group, it's literally nothing. And a list of those performing alts that have just been performing everything. It's been absolutely amazing to see the group grow and to see people, start to make decent returns on their investments too as well. But obviously nothing that I mentioned inside of the trading group is financial advice, and nothing I mentioned on this channel is financial advice. This is specifically for entertainment purposes only. And folks, if you're interested in picking up some of these paid for indicators, like I said, Market Cipher is available. Links in the description box below. There's a 5% discount code down there for you too as well. I highly recommend it. CryptoFace has been a big supporter of this channel. He's a great trader too. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check out his channel and make sure that y'all sign up for his paid for indicator and get access to his Discord server, because this Discord server, there's a lot of helpful people in there too as well. I'm in there. I browse around every once in a while in there too, see what people are talking about. I think it's probably one of the largest crypto community Discord groups available for you in the crypto space. So like I said, if y'all are interested, folks, if y'all have any questions, just message me on Discord. I'll be happy to get back to you. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. So folks, help support the channel freely by liking, subscribing, commenting down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like we said, with Bitcoin right now, we're looking at a bounce on this 21 EMA. Our mid time frames are starting to give us a little bit of a recovery, such as our 6 hour, waiting for our green dot here on our 6 hour chart, possibly waiting for some buy signals and then some more greenish candles to pop off for us too as well. But as of right now, it looks like we're probably going to trend sideways until we get back up to that $59,000, $60,000 area, and then we're going to look for that break above $60,000. And I think that once we finally get that break above 60,000, it's probably clear skies. Till then, it's price action where we don't know where it could be headed to. Possibly it's into the $70,000 area, which would be relatively nice. So folks, thanks for joining us on today's video. I'll see y'all on the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.